The happiest moment of buying something is usually not when you own it. It is before. The package is still on the way. The tracking page says it will arrive tomorrow, and for a few hours, maybe a few days, this thing is not really a thing yet. The standing desk is not a desk. It is the version of you that finally works with perfect discipline. The new headphones are not headphones. They are focus. The new jacket is not fabric. It is the version of you that walks into a room differently. Then the package arrives, and 5 days later, somehow, it is just an object. The desk is a desk. The headphones are headphones. The jacket is hanging on a chair. Everyone has one purchase like this. Maybe yours was a course, a camera, a planner, a chair, a jacket, or some gadget that was supposed to fix your entire personality. The thing felt like a life upgrade before it arrived, and somehow became clutter 2 weeks later. That feeling is usually called buyer's remorse. But in this video, I want to treat it less like a personal failure and more like a clue, because if we follow that clue, it reveals the hidden money machine inside modern shopping. By the end, you will understand how that machine turns your imagination into someone else's revenue. The strange part is, you are not completely irrational. For a moment, the thing really did feel valuable. Some of that value was inside the product, but some of it was inside the story your brain built around it. Modern shopping did not invent that. Long before checkout pages and one-click buying, humans cared deeply about objects. A better tool could mean more food. Warmer clothing could mean survival. A rare decoration could mean status. A useful object could change your place in the group. Objects were never just objects. They were tools, signals, promises. So when your brain sees an object and starts imagining a better future, that is not a new bug. It is an old feature. Modern shopping did not invent desire. It industrialized it. Food companies have a phrase for the exact point where a product becomes hardest to resist, the bliss point. The right combination of sugar, salt, fat, texture, and flavor. Not too much, not too little, just enough to make your brain want one more bite. Shopping has something similar. It is not literally the same thing, but it is the same kind of search. Not the bliss point of taste, the bliss point of buying. That tiny window where the product, the discount, the story, and the timing all line up. And for a second, your brain stops resisting the price. The first version starts with a strange weakness in how we feel money. A dollar does not feel like a dollar. If a store overcharges you $1 for a bottle of water, you feel robbed. But if a car dealer adds $800 after you already chose the car, it feels weirdly survivable. Objectively, that makes no sense. The $800 is 800 times larger. But your brain does not feel money in absolute terms. It feels money next to other money. Next to a coffee, $1 feels heavy. Next to a car, $800 can feel like dust. Your brain is not a calculator. It is a bent ruler. It measures money against whatever is nearby. $5 next to a $30 lunch feels visible. $5 inside a $500 purchase feels smaller. $500 next to a $3,000 laptop feels annoying, but maybe reasonable. $500 next to a $30,000 car can feel like a rounding error. This is why timing matters. The most profitable moment is often not before you say yes. It is immediately after. Once you have accepted the big number, smaller numbers become easier to absorb. That is why car dealerships do not lead with every add-on before you emotionally commit to the car. They wait until the main decision has already happened. Then come the protection packages, the extended warranty, the interior upgrade, the premium audio, the insurance products, the little extras that somehow keep appearing after the big yes. The same thing happens online. You choose the laptop, then the website asks about storage. You choose the flight, then the airline asks about seats, bags, boarding, and insurance. You choose the software, then the pricing page nudges you toward annual billing, team seats, premium features, or the plan that is only a little more per month. The add-on is not just attached to the product, it is attached to your state of mind. You are already buying. Your resistance is already lower. The small number is standing next to a large number, and your bent ruler makes it feel smaller than it is. This is the first bliss point of buying, not when the price is low, but when the price is standing next to something big enough to make it feel small. This is how a normal sale becomes a higher margin checkout. The main product gets you into the decision. The add-on collects money from the moment after yes. The second version is even stranger. Free. Free looks like the easiest price in the world to understand. $0, no cost, nothing to think about. But free is not just a low price. Free is the moment your price alarm goes silent. You open Amazon for one thing, paper towels, a charging cable, shampoo, something boring. The item is cheap, but shipping is $6. $6 feels bad, so the site gives you a better option. Spend $37 more and shipping becomes free. And there is a very specific kind of defeat in spending $37 to avoid $6 of shipping, because the question changed. You are no longer asking, do I need these extra things? You are asking, am I really going to let them charge me $6 for shipping? The company did not force you. It changed the frame. Free shipping does not remove the cost. It moves the cost into the cart. This is how shipping becomes basket size. Free trials do something similar. The trial is free today. The pain is delayed. You get the benefit now, and the payment becomes a problem for your future self, who is apparently very organized and definitely remembers to cancel things. That is how one impulse can become recurring revenue. Free apps work at an even larger scale. You may not pay money up front, but the cost can move into attention, data, ads, habits, time, or future purchases. This does not mean every free product is evil. Sometimes free really is useful. Sometimes a free trial helps you test something. Sometimes free shipping is just a clean way to simplify the offer. But as a pricing tool, free has a special power. It does not just make something cheaper, it changes what your brain bothers to calculate. Free does not remove the cost. It hides where the cost moved. This is the second bliss point of buying. Not when the thing costs nothing, but when the cost moves somewhere you stop looking. That is why free delivery, free trials, and free gifts all change the same basic question. Not, is this worth it, but am I losing something if I say no? And that is a much more dangerous question. And this brings us back to the package. Because free shipping is not the only reason buying feels good before the thing arrives. The bigger reason is that the thing has not disappointed you yet. Before the package arrives, the product is still carrying the story. The standing desk is still discipline. The headphones are still focus. The jacket is still confidence. The course is still a new career. The planner is still a new personality. The skincare product is still a new face. The gym gear is still the version of you that wakes up early and drinks water like a person in a commercial. Then the thing arrives, and reality begins. The object may still be useful. The desk can still hold a computer. The headphones can still play music. The jacket can still keep you warm. The object did not fail. The job you secretly gave it was impossible. It could not carry the entire future self you placed inside it. The product arrives as cardboard, plastic, fabric, metal. But before it arrived, it was discipline. It was confidence. It was control. It was belonging. This may be the strongest bliss point of buying. The moment when the product is still imaginary enough to become you. This is why buyer's remorse can feel so personal. You are not only disappointed in the object, you are disappointed that the object did not transform you. And companies understand that transformation is valuable. That is what a brand often sells. A bottle of water can be hydration, or it can be purity. A watch can tell time, or it can tell other people what kind of person you want to be. A notebook can hold words, or it can hold the fantasy that your life is about to become organized. There is nothing automatically wrong with this. Humans use objects to express meaning. We always have. But in modern shopping, meaning becomes margin. The more identity a company can attach to an object, the more price the object can carry. So the product is not just priced by its materials, it is priced by what it lets you imagine. And once companies learn to price the object, the next step is obvious. Price the situation around the object. That is where the price tag itself starts to change. For most of modern retail history, a price tag was supposed to feel public. It was on the shelf. Everyone could see it. Maybe there were sales, coupons, regional differences, or membership discounts, but the basic idea was simple. Here is the price. Online, the price is less like a sticker and more like a stack. The product price is only one layer. Then come the coupon, the membership, the delivery fee, the bundle, the timing, and the path you took to get there. To be clear, this does not mean every app is secretly charging every person a different price in some cartoon villain way. The point is subtler. The clean price tag is starting to break apart. The price is no longer just the product. It is the product plus the path. In the old store, the shelf knew very little about you. In the new store, the checkout page is also a measurement device. It is trying to learn what kind of buyer you are. A coupon tells the company you are price sensitive. A subscription tells the company you value convenience or continuity. A free trial tells the company you might accept delayed payment. A premium add-on tells the company your pain threshold is lower after the main purchase. A discount can save you money. It can also teach the company what kind of buyer you are. In the extreme version, everyday prices start to look like markets. A coffee shop can turn a latte into a stock ticker. But you are not really trading. You can only buy. You are the demand being measured. And this is why the story cannot stop at psychology. Because buyer's remorse is a feeling, but behind that feeling is a money machine. So if we draw the machine, it looks like this. The fantasy gets you to the checkout. The big purchase makes the add-on feel smaller. Free makes the cart bigger. The brand raises what the object can mean. The subscription keeps charging after the feeling is gone. And the coupon quietly tells the company what kind of buyer you are. That is the machine. It does not need every buyer to make a bad decision. It only needs the checkout to catch you in the moments when the story feels bigger than the price. That is what this channel is here to do. Find the money machines hiding inside ordinary life. So if that is your kind of thing, subscribe to Money Machine Lab. None of this means buying things is bad, but the modern checkout is not neutral. It is designed around the moments when your imagination is doing part of the selling. Buyer's remorse is not proof that you are stupid. It is the moment the fantasy expires and the payment remains. So the next time the package is still on the way and it feels like your life is about to change, ask one question. Am I buying the object or the version of myself that appeared before it arrived?